Well, just like many of the foods in your refrigerator, COVID-19 vaccine has a shelf life and it can and will eventually spoil. So with storage and administering challenges, could our local supply go bad? On your sides, Haley Harrison found out what that timeline is for both of the approved vaccines. Joining us once again live this morning from UF Health this morning.
Good morning, Jeff. Yeah, Pfizer and Moderna's COVID-19 vaccines have been shipped across the United States by the thousands, but only a fraction of those doses have actually been administered. In fact, Florida has received more than 1.3 million doses, according to a CDC dashboard Friday, but less than a third of them have gone into arms. So is the clock ticking on these unused doses? The Pfizer and Moderna COVID-19 vaccines both have a shelf life of up to 6 months when frozen, but Pfizer's vaccine requires a special kind of commercial freezer. The vaccine can only be stored for 5 days at regular refrigeration temperatures. Pfizer said the vaccine is being distributed in thermal shippers, which maintain ultra-cold temperatures using dry ice. The vaccine can last up to 30 days by refilling these shippers every 5 days. Moderna said its vaccine can be stored up to 6 months at standard freezer temperatures or 30 days refrigerated.
The vaccines that we get, we do have people lined up to take them. We know how to give our employees shots. We do it every year for the flu shot. To the nature of thousands.
Director of Infection Prevention Chad Nielsen says expiration dates aren't a concern for UF Health Jacksonville. He says it's all about strategy. For example, the hospital requested from the state the exact number of vaccines it needed in order to give its employees their second dose this week.
So we know how to do this, but do the community partner agencies, does the health department? Somewhat yes, but are they built to give vaccine to 50,000 people over 2 or 3 days? Of course not. They're going to need help.
Nielsen adds to have successful mass vaccination campaigns and to avoid spoilage. Partner agencies will need to ask for additional assistance and resources. Live in Jacksonville, Haley Harrison, First Coast News, on your side.